Woo! Today we're back with another video, call it episode, whatever you want to call it. Now, what we're going to be talking about is why you should be doing semen retention. The number one reason. It should be for the deconstruction of your ego and the reconstruction of thyself. Now, what do I mean by that, you might be asking? Your ego is what tells you false lies. False lies meaning that you deserve whatever it is that you want. And when you do not get that, your ego gets up in defense. It makes you feel off of a protection mechanism. You could feel depressed. You could feel self-confident. You could have a lack of self-esteem. And it could really just be a simple paradigm that the person, for instance, you might have been trying to pull up on, or you might have said good morning to, who might have just kind of brushed you off and said, like, you know what I mean, get out of my face type of energy. They just might not be compatible or in the right state of mind to interact with you at that time. So what I say by that and mean by that first and foremost is when you do semen retention, you learn to take your ego, which is what I consider instant and short gratification, which means you could almost begin to discipline your ego such as you would a child. What do I mean? Have you ever been in the store crying and the mother will say, I'll give you something to cry about? When you have such a crazy urge and your body begins to almost cry out, because as humans, we do not acknowledge, because we are told by society to be men, that we still try to suppress the inner child. That inner child is taught from a very young age that whatever we want to be, we could be, and whatever we demand and we want, we should be able to get, which is why babies cry and they usually get the reaction off of the cause and effect. Now, what I mean by that per se is if you are somebody who always feels like the world deserves and owes them something, this is the perfect thing for you. What you will begin to acknowledge and realize as you get to days, I say 10 and so forth, is that you begin to understand that it is okay to feel these urges. It is okay to look your certain suppression and suppress anger and inner child frustrations and, of course, your vices in the face and say, I am in control and you will do what I say. I command you and you have no authority over me. That is how I live my life as of day 75. And I also know the perfect combo that you can begin to include in your lifestyle. That way you can pair it with semen retention disciplinary actions. And that thing is fasting. By fasting in the mornings from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., I have now been able to higher ascend myself to a higher being mentally, spiritually, and physically. Right now I'm lean almost to the bone, and I not only that, which to me is superficial, having a good body, my mindset is so strong and powerful because I have now begun to inherit and embrace what truly is called higher power, higher being in a divine state. I know truly what it feels like to be hungry, and it is all a mental shift that I now begin to acknowledge it. I can look that hunger in the face. And just as when I said the semen retention, I can discipline it. I can say, shut up, get in line, because I am in control. I am the general, and you are nothing more than just a, what do they call them? A cadet in the army. When I say a tent hut, and I mean the tent hut, that means get in line, get in order, and you will take instructions from me. If I want to do certain things, such as this video, I would say get in line because I need to channel that energy to be productive, to be resourceful, and to be useful to others who might need to be on their journey and on their purpose. Now, I know I kind of rambled on, but going back to the main thing once more is you need to do it for the disciplinary action and the benefit of killing the ego to reconstruct thyself. So like, comment, subscribe, link in the bio. There you will find a Patreon link where I pretty much take men and I show them higher ascension through losing procrastination and attaining succession through lifestyle shifts such as semen retention, exercise regimens that I really lay out perfectly Monday through Sunday, and a dietary adherence for you to follow, why you need to follow it, and why being hungry is perfect. Also follow me on IG at Panther Mentality, where I post daily and consistently work out videos as well as motivational tad dips and gems for you guys to really get the most out of yourselves and acquire knowledge once more daily and consistently. Stay great. Like, comment, subscribe. We got this.